Well, good afternoon. Happy Friday, June 26th. Mark Milam here. So, pretty good week for mortgage rates. Actually, we saw some improvement in mortgage-backed securities. Let me flip the screen around. I'll show it to you. We saw some improvement over the past 4 days. That means as mortgage-backed securities trade up in value, interest rates start to come down. What's really behind this? Well, the price of oil has come down. We see crude somewhere in the low 70s now. That's certainly welcome after seeing the spikes up over $100 during the heat of the war in Iran. Consumer sentiment came in a little bit higher than it has been. Listen, consumer sentiment had been at all-time lows for the past couple of readings, so we're bouncing off of those still. We're in and around that either second or third lowest period since the 1970s. So no great shakes for consumer sentiment, but at least we're bouncing back a little bit. And some of this, I'm sure, is around the softening price of gasoline at the pump. Consumers welcome that, and I think that's reflected in the consumer sentiment number. We got a hot reading from personal consumption expenditures. That's the Fed's favorite measure of inflation. That came out this week. So why would we be seeing mortgage rates improve on that news? I think a lot of this is around the comments and the markets digesting the comments from our new Fed Reserve Chairman, Kevin Warsh. And this is all around the way that Warsh is talking about inflation. He has said, we recognize that inflation's been running well ahead of the Fed's long stated inflation goal of 2%. It's been going on for more than 5 years. He went on to say the recent past need not be prologue, and he's pleased to report that the Fed's Monetary Policy Committee is unambiguous and unanimous. This committee will deliver price stability. Listen, that is music to the ears of bond traders. We have not been at the Fed's target rate for inflation since 2021. It is 2026 and we're halfway through the year. We've still not made our way back to 2%. And Kevin Warsh stating unambiguously that that is the goal of the committee, is to get us back to 2%. So even if it means maybe even some rate hikes here before the end of the year or going into early 2027, the long-term goal is to get back to 2%. That is good news for bonds, and we certainly need that. What else is going on? Well, some not so great news coming out of the world of new construction. So when we start looking at new construction, this is what the builders are building. We have a 10.3 months of supply at the current sales rate. That is a lot of supply. A balanced market would be considered 6 months. The April estimate has you at 9.3, and now the most recent estimate has you at 10.3 months worth of supply. If we go over here and take a look, you can start to see the homes not started yet and the homes under construction are really starting to build in terms of months of supply. Completed spec homes creeping up as well, although not near as much of a concern there. And then we can see the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index here off of Trading Economics. This was an all-time low for the country. This is an 80-year-old index published every single month, and we hit an all-time low last month. Definitely moving back in the right direction, but still, this is the second, I think, worst level that we have seen for this index. So we're not exactly out of the woods yet, but certainly the end, or at least the cessation of the hot military conflict in Iran and the price of oil dropping, along with the price of gasoline at the pump, that all is moving in the right direction. If I can be of any service to you over the weekend, don't hesitate to reach out. Mark.Milam at highlandmtg.com.